Hey, sweet soul, welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh Easterling. Today's message is you have fully broken the curse of financial insecurity upon your life, so much so that this will also affect the generations after you, your children, and their children. You have set a new timeline, a new destiny for your bloodline. So, this is a prophetic message. This may or may not be for you. Hopefully, it is. I wish this message for everybody, but I'm specifically speaking to those of you who have been journeying on the soul path. You've been committed. So, when we commit to things, that means other things have to lay to the side. They are not your priority anymore. And that can be a cutthroat thing to do. So, I'm speaking to someone who needs to receive this message because perhaps even though you're being financially blessed right now, you're having a hard time coping with the guilt and the shame of receiving it. When you are committed to growing your financial health, it takes time. It's a priority of time, honestly. Time and resources. So I'm speaking to a select few of you who've had to walk away from responsibilities and relationships that are not aligned with your soul path. And when I say soul path, of course, I'm talking about the life path, the divine destiny that God, Source, Great Spirit has for you. And when you're tapped into the unique soul path, of course, this is a unique path. This is not a path anyone has given for you or outlined necessarily for you. This is something that is so authentic, so genuine to your soul. And as you embark on the mission, you're asked to let go of your former identities. You're asked to let go of so much fear and so much shame. So you've been prospering, you've been rising into this new identity, this new self, this higher self. And a lot of people may not like it. You've been glowing up. And you've also been retreating more within yourself. You're getting very comfortable with yourself. And you are even comfortable and, in fact, enjoy so much the tasks and the duties and the responsibilities that God, the divine, has been asking you to do. And this takes up so much time, especially if you've been asked to become a business owner or an entrepreneur. So, old friends or maybe even family members may not understand or necessarily want you to pull away from them. Maybe they feel hurt by it, and maybe you've had to set really, really strong boundaries at this time in your life. You've had to walk away from a lot of people you do love and care about, but because they don't honor or respect or support your soul's path, the path God wants for you, then you've had to let them go. So you've been working on your financial health, not because you're focused on money necessarily, or that's the most important thing to you in your life. You've been doing this because, quite frankly, well, some of you, including myself, had to get to the very pit, the bottom of just broke. And it ruined a lot of things in your life, your mental health, your physical health. It's just not a place we want to be, of course. We all want to have what we need to have to thrive and to be happy and healthy and to show up for other people, to be of service. So many of us have been in the pit of just brokenness, and we are determined to never rise there again. Or maybe also you grew up in poverty and you're determined to set a new destiny, a new future for yourself and your children and your family. And so you have to do many, many different things. You have to do what is not expected of you by the people who raised you or the community you grew up in. Again, you've been on a soul path. It is so unique to you. And it asks you to be brave. So, of course, if you're into business or any type of creative art, you had to show up and speak up daily. I just read a quote from some some marketing person I'm never going to respond to, but I get it. They're on the grind just like I am. Small choices, small steps every day lead to big results. So, right now, I'm speaking prophetically to someone who is battling the imposter syndrome, is battling again that shame that comes up when you have to be public with your dreams. So, let's not forget how much fear you've had to overcome to go public with your dreams and your vision. That you are vulnerable every single day to people's judgment and criticism. And you said, it doesn't matter. What matters is that my soul is fulfilled, that I am serving my divine purpose. And because of that, I am blessed. You are becoming blessed financially. You are breaking curses of generational poverty over your life and again the lives of the generations after you. This is a very important time in your life. And if people cannot understand that, again, they're not honoring you as a soul. They're just upset that you're not providing for them the things that they were getting from you. So that they cared about you or loved you in the first place. You just maybe made them feel better about themselves, or you were available. Or maybe you're just family, so that's just what you're supposed to do. You've broken out of the patterns and the curses of doing what you're supposed to do to please other people's ego. Right now, again, you are devoted to doing the right thing that is between you and God. So you don't have to explain that to anyone. You don't have to explain that to me. And I just want you to know that you are seen. Seen for being on this journey. So for me, for example, I share a lot of messages lately about conscious business. I'm very open, unapologetic. When I have an offering, when I have a service, I'm going to market it. I'm going to ask for it. And it hasn't always been this way. Even now, Spirit is saying, ask for more. And I hate doing that because I feel shame, because I feel embarrassed, because I don't have the, I feel the imposter syndrome of being out here and being just a young spiritual teacher. But I'm saying this because I'm speaking again to someone who might feel that guilt for walking away. I want to sit in the silence and just sit in the energy of the recognition of the choices you've had to make that were ugly and painful, but still godly. But other people may not see the God in you. And I want to also sit in the recognition before this video ends today. This is a very isolating and lonely path at times. Not only because you've had to be misunderstood, judged, rejected, and now you're in this portal, this timeline of really prioritizing your time, focused on building your empire, building your service to humanity. To humanity. This is not just serving yourself. The words escape me because it's such a deep deep feeling of having to isolate yourself and live such a unique life that no one maybe understands. And the fear you've had to overcome to just say, none of the fears even matter. What matters is creating this vibration, this reality on earth that I know God wants. And I want to be a part of that building, that kind of prosperity, that type of financial wealth. So if you're on this journey with me, maybe you're building financial abundance that goes against the mainstream culture. And if you participate in any of these things, I'm not shaming you. We got to do what we got to do to survive, but I'm speaking upon not surviving anymore, thriving in the soul. So if this is you that I'm about to speak on, I'm not judging you, but I'm also encouraging you that there's more to life. I'm speaking to a community of people who don't necessarily agree with corporate structures. You don't want to build a business where hundreds, thousands of people work for you for minimum wage to sell cheap plastic products that destroy the planet. You don't want to work in restaurants that sell food that destroys the body, that has been made with poisons that are polluting our soil and our water, are causing heart disease and strokes, diabetes. You don't want to work at those establishments, and you don't want to build one. I'm speaking to people who don't necessarily want to support the greed of insurance, of monopolizing upon people's fears, actually encouraging, promoting people's fears and destruction so that you can receive money. I'm speaking to people who don't want to exploit the housing crisis we are in. That you're not trying to buy up plots of land to sell at insane prices. Because I'm speaking to a community of people who understand a lot of people are financially suffering right now. It's just a fact. And we can all ignore it. And if you look at my videos, people don't really want to watch the videos where I'm talking about conscious business, entrepreneurship, financial health. That's not as interesting as perhaps the possibility they might find out that someone they have a crush on or that they want to love them is maybe interested, and there's a tarot reading or a spiritual message that they can control the love they want in life. That's where most people's consciousness are. Sex, drugs, and fast money. That is not the community that is part of conscious lifestyle community. I'm not speaking to people who necessarily support the pharmaceutical industry. You recognize that there's natural medicines and you're doing your part to help promote that in life. More sustainable housings, land sharing, community, growing community farms with each other, making medicines, trading medicines, cooking dinner with each other. We have to live in community. We cannot live in this isolated bubble that capitalism has brought us into. I'm speaking to people who don't necessarily support the medical industry either. And I said it's an industry. You recognize and you want to help promote that people can self heal, that we can make lifestyle our medicines, that mental health is a priority, spiritual health is a priority, having a sense of purpose in life is important, building a relationship with the divine is important, and it can look different for everybody. So these are just harsh truths that I feel I have to declare. Because you might be like me and want to help people transform their life, heal their life in so many ways, but we can't run away from financial health either. I don't know about you guys, but I want to build so much that I have an overflow, an overabundance to give to the people in my life, my family who have suffered because of war and slavery, rape, and they're not where they could be in life. And it wasn't their fault. I have an opportunity, this platform, to give to them and to even give to the family members who maybe don't understand me or hate me right now or are ashamed of me. I still want to serve them and take care of them. And that's why I'm isolating right now. I'm hermiting right now. I'm building right now. I'm busy. For you, for everybody. I want to have so much of an overflow of resources that I have space. I have a home that I steward. I have land that I'm stewarding, I'm protecting, I'm conserving the land. I'm protecting the forest, the water. I'm inviting my family members, my friends, community to come to the land to heal. to take medicines with them wherever they are called to next. And so eventually, we have a choice in life to commit to that path, to be able to do all of this. It's going to take discipline for a long time, years, 10 years. So if you need clarity of what that path is for you so you can build and receive this, have a one-on-one with me or check out the resources, the books available at consciouslifestylecoaching.com. But just make sure that you receive your guidance. It may not be from me. I'm just a voice, a messenger. And if you are seeking to collaborate, to build professional community, I'm available for partnerships. So please send me an email if that's you, and if there's any way that I could be of service, make sure that we all continue to grow together. And I thank you if you've been listening so far and you're not one of those people who just want to hear a message that's going to satisfy the ego. You actually are here to grow and to build and to work hard peacefully. Then I appreciate you. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting your story below. Thank you for praying for all of us. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love to you, and congratulations. And I just pray that you truly receive that we are now forever on the timeline and the frequency of financial peace and stability. And that it is not just to serve us, but we're going to share this overflow with so many people for the rest of our life and after. So again, congratulations. You deserve it. Peace and love. I'll see you again soon.